Mario Kart Wii!
Alright people, believe it or not, I'm here and I've got my Mario Kart Wii review, so check it out. Alright, so the first thing you're going to be asked to do is to make a Wii license, a racing license, and you're going to choose one of your Miis. That's a really cool thing about Mario Kart is the inclusion of Miis, and you can drive as a Mii, and on a lot of the courses you can actually play as, or you can actually see your Miis standing by the road, which is nice. Alright, so first of all, there's the motion controls, obviously, and you're going to use the Wii wheel most likely, and it's cool because it comes with that strange device called the Wii wheel. Anyway, the Wii remote can be tilted left or right, that's how you steer, and you can either face it up, you can have the speaker facing up, or you can have it facing you. Well, it's kind of bad driving there. You might have noticed, if you've ever played Excite Truck, you had to hold the speaker towards the ceiling, upwards, and drive that way. It was kind of annoying. But for this, either up towards you and it detects the change automatically. Also, power sliding, you already have to be facing the direction you want to turn in order to turn that way. I know it kind of is a no-brainer, duh, but it's a little bit different with the motion controls. Another exclusive for the motion controls is obviously the tricks, which is a very welcome addition. You can only use that with the Wii remote, or if you plug in the nunchuck, you can do that option as well. Definitely, the analog stick gives you easier, more steady control, but overall, the motion is way more fun once you adjust and get used to it. Now, another cool thing about the when you use the Wii remotes and the Wii remote and nunchuck is the speakers we have there. It's the speakers. Which will actually alarm and sound off when you've got an item coming up from behind you. Now, aside from motion, that obviously is a benefit from having the Wii remote, also is the ease and the simplicity of the layout of the controller. You only have like 2 or 3-ish buttons, including the back. So basically, you'll press the 2 button to accelerate, and it's flashing at you. The 1 button, I believe, backs up. The B button lets you jump. And it also lets you power slide if you have it on manual power slide. And also for the D-pad, you press up to throw it forward, to throw an item forward. You press down to throw an item behind, and either left or right. If you have like a green shell, you can just hold it behind you. So very easy controls. Now you can also plug in a nunchuck, a classic, or use a GameCube controller, but once you get used to it, you are just going to want to stick with the Wii remote. It's just a lot more fun, and it's a new, fresh experience. Now, among the first things you're going to notice for Mario Kart is the inclusion of the motorbike. Now, the main difference between the kart and the bike is that the bike, you can do pop-a wheelies and you can turn a little bit sharper. Now, one gripe that I have is that once you get used to once you get used to a kart, it's really weird to go and play with a bike, and it kind of takes a little bit getting used to. But then once you get used to it, it's really fun. But then when you go back to the kart, it's just a whole, you just have to do it all over again. It's kind of annoying. Now, to go along with that POW and this squid right here is just a note of how brutal the computer AI is. It's they're incredibly smart, and they're incredibly unforgiving. And of course, this increases with the difficulty. When you're from 50cc compared to 150cc, they're a lot more brutal. And there are those moments that totally suck when you get hit with a red shell, and then you get hit with a blue shell, and then you get zapped by lightning, and then you fall off, and then you get back on, and then you get squished, and then you get hit with another shell, etc., and so on. And those moments are crazy, and they happen way too frequently. It's kind of discouraging when you play as first player, because it seems like you're getting punished for being in first place, instead of you're competing for first place. There are also a couple of awkward track placements like this in Mario's Gold Mine, and a couple of other tracks like the desert one in the Final Cup and Rainbow Road. There's this I guess you would say like flaws, design flaws. I don't know, maybe I'm just not driving it right, but I consistently always fall off the edge or somehow end up losing like 5 places because of those weird sections on those weird tracks. I don't have any friends, but so basically, as you can see, essentially you've got your friends, your ghosts, ranking, and tournament. Invite Wii friends here at the bottom. I haven't really fiddled around with this, but it's cool that you can do all this stuff, check out all your online status without even having the game turned on, just the channel installed onto your Wii. Cool beans. Now, as always with Mario Kart, it is a blast to get 4 friends together and just race away. And as always, it looks absolutely gorgeous. At 60 frames per second, this is one of the better looking Wii games you'll ever see. However, when you do multiplayer with more than 2 people, the frame rate drops down to 30 frames per second. Still looks nice, but yeah, it's definitely noticeable. One other note is that there is no ad hoc mode, so I can't get more than 4 friends and get a whole bunch of Wiis together and play that way. I can only play with more than 4 people over the internet, over Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Speaking of Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, let's check it out. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is very fast. And the reason for its speed is because it searches differently than other games do. Now, most games, they'll only search for another game that's also searching. But with Mario Kart Wii, it'll search for anyone that has room. As you can see here, they're right in the middle of a match, but they have room, so I'm just going to wait and watch them race it away as they finish their match, and I'll just be automatically at it. So it is very, very fast, and it's incredibly well done. Now, on the final note is the music. I found most of the music was quite charming, most of the new music, and the redone, reorchestrated music for the old tracks were also very well done. Now, compared to Mario Galaxy and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it kind of pales in comparison. With Brawl, you've got hundreds and hundreds of tunes to listen to on Brawl, whereas on the Galaxy game, they're all orchestrated and they're just wonderful. Anyway, music is good, but overall, it's just okay. Now, aside from the brutality of the AI and like learning how to switch back and forth from like cart and bike, whatever, I felt that this game was quite limited. You know, only 32 tracks on a Wii game. You know, are you serious? Why don't you just use a dual layer disc and include all of the tracks? I don't get it. Now maybe down the road, all the information is there. It's just not unlocked yet. Maybe that's the case. I highly doubt it, and I'm really disappointed that it's kind of a dry game. You only get 32 tracks, and you get the same experience on the DS version, 32 tracks. But on the DS, obviously, since you can't hook it up to anything, you get 8 players. Whereas in Mario Kart Wii, you only get 4 players. Now you can get online, but you can only do that online. Also, just a huge complaint, I will probably never, ever be playing on the battle modes for multiplayer. The courses are just way, 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 way too huge. They're just too big, and there's too much stuff going on. With past games, you got some smaller courses, you got bigger courses. Oh, and also, by the way, whatever happened to the Bob-omb Blast? On Mario Kart Double Dash, that was awesome! What happened? I don't know. Anyway, aside from those gripes, it's a very, very well done game. It's the best online experience you'll get for Wii, and I really do recommend it. So you should buy it if you haven't yet. I do recommend it. Thank you for watching.